we're going to get up and get moving and start worshiping Jesus. So let's kick off this morning with an awesome worship song I like to call the Power Shuffle. Y'all can stand on up.
I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. 'Cause God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Let's do it all again right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
Woo! Good job. Y'all can have a seat. Y'all did so good. So today we are going to be learning that God is with us in hard times. Sometimes in the Bible, hard times are compared to the valleys. Do y'all know what a valley is? Huh? Hey, y'all. Y'all want to put your bags on the ground? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. You can just set it down. So we've been learning about Psalm 23, and which talks about that God is like a shepherd, right? Do we remember what a shepherd is? Yeah, takes care of the sheep. So having a shepherd doesn't mean that we'll never face hard times, but it does mean that He is with us and is leading us through those hard times. So let's read Psalm 23 together. Are y'all ready? Yeah? Y'all ready? It's going to be right up here. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. Your rod and Your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Good job. So, since dark valleys are a way of picturing going through hard times, what are some hard times that kids like you might go through? What's just some tough stuff that y'all go through? Getting hurt? Doing school homework? School homework's tough. Math tests. Waiting for Halloween. Mabry? Hey guys, why don't you just have a seat? When you have to make your bed or even do chores with your mom or your dad, right? It's tough stuff we go through. There's even other tough stuff when we get angry, and tough stuff when we have to share, and tough stuff when our parents at the end of a trick-or-treating takes our bag of candy and says you can only have a little at a time. It's tough stuff, right? It's rude. But you know, kids today aren't the only ones that had to walk through hard times. Did you know in the Bible, God's people, so like God's blessed people, the Israelites had to wander through the wilderness. Did y'all realize that? So they had to go and walk around outside. Yes? I'll get them one in just a few minutes. So God's own people. Yes, Mabry? Mm-hmm. Hey, Watts. Hey, Watts. You want to listen? We're going to tell a story about, in the Bible, we're talking about Psalms 22, and we're going through hard times, right? Like everybody goes through hard times, even God's own people. And these blessed people who had the promised land right in front of them, right? They were promised the promised land. They had to go through dark valleys. Does anybody know what a dark valley is? It's dark. You think it might be hard to find your way? Yes, Miss Zora? So the Israelites lived through a very dark and scary valley story, and I'm going to tell you about it today. It's one of the scariest dark valleys that I have ever heard of, ever in my own life. So you want me to tell you this super scary story? Are y'all ready for this? All right. So, they were coming from Mount Hor. They set out on the way to the Red Sea. So they're traveling along the valley, right? And it's dark. And they are going around the land of Edom. And the people became very impatient. They were a lot like our kids, and they wanted to trick or treat real bad. They wanted their promised land, right? And they spoke against God, and they spoke against Moses, who was leading them, and they said, "Why have you brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness?" They're like, "You brought us out here to die. We don't have candy. All we got is this bread and water, and it's a lot." And they were complaining and talking bad about Moses and about God. So then, y'all know it's bad to complain with this story, and I'll tell you why. Then the Lord sent fiery snakes among his people. And they bit the people so that many of the people of Israel died. And the people came to Moses and said, "We have sinned. We have spoken against the Lord and against you. Pray to the Lord that you will take away these snakes from us, right? You're getting bit by a snake. You're seeing people pass out around you. What are you going to say? You're going to stop complaining. You'll be like, I will listen from now on. Y'all ever get in trouble for complaining and then you realize that the punishment is way worse than what you were having to deal with that you were complaining about? And so all of a sudden you were very, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, right? That's the way these people were. And so they have said, we have sinned against you, we have spoken against the Lord and against you. We pray to the Lord that he takes these snakes away. So Moses prayed for the people. Now this is the power of prayer, y'all. And the Lord said to Moses, make the fiery serpent and set it on a pole. Right? Kind of like if you saw a goalpost. It's a big long stick, but instead of a goal at the top, it's got the head of a serpent. Whew. So, yes, it is creepy because what happened was the snakes didn't go away. They still had to go through the dark valley and get bit. But those who looked at the pole and remembered who God was and who Moses was leading them to and remembered the promised land, they didn't die. So Moses made this bronze serpent, set it on a pole, and you'd still get bit, but you wouldn't necessarily die. How creepy is that?
Not creepy.
It's not creepy? Are y'all not scared of snakes?
No.
I'm terrified of snakes. Y'all, if I was an Israelite people, I would have given up, y'all. I would have freaked out. Y'all, can you imagine this? The next time that you are complaining to your parents, I want you to think about this. Next time you're complaining to your parents, and all of a sudden you think about it and you think, well, at least the Lord has not sent snakes to come bite me every time I complain. Can you imagine? No. But y'all, the Lord was good. He stayed with those people even though they complained, even though they spoke against him, even though they said, I hate you, right? He stayed with them. Why? Why would God stay with somebody who doesn't want them around? Because he still loves them. He loves them. He cherishes them. And y'all, I'm here to tell you that even when we walk through our dark valleys, even though when we complain, even though when we're like, I am tired of this, even though when bad things happen, God still loves us today. And he wants a relationship with you. He wants to walk with you through those dark valleys. So I want us to take a second and we're going to sing together a song about not being afraid in our dark valleys because our God is with us. So why don't y'all stand on up and sing, I will not be afraid.
I will not be afraid, though trouble's out there, night and day. No, I will not be filled with fear, since God is always, 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 yeah, I know he's always here.
Woo! Good job. Y'all can have a seat. So that was a lot of fun, but I know what we're all super excited about. Going on our trail of treats. I have some rules that we are going to abide by. Before I do that, I want us to get a group picture. If you are in 2nd to 5th grade, will you come up here? And I want you to stand right here. Shoulder to shoulder, y'all. Shoulder to shoulder. All right. If you are in 1st grade, 1st grade, 1st grade. All right, y'all are going to stand right here, up on that one stool, right there. What? So you joining the 1st grade group? Okay. All right, if you are in pre-K, 5K, you can come stand right in front of them. You can come on, Mabry. All right. Laura, come on. Kennedy, you want to come up there? You can just go stand next to Harry. Zora, do you want to go stand up there? No, she's done. Oh, Drew. Poor Drew. All right. I want you to look at the camera in the back. I want you to say hello to your friends at home. Hey. All right. Awesome. Okay, if y'all can go have a seat. Go have a seat. James, if you would, hand out a bag to everybody that doesn't have one yet. All right, you guys. So let's talk about ground rules with our trick-or-treating. These are very important, okay? Clap once if you can hear my voice. Clap 2 times if you can hear my voice. Repeat after me. Ayo. Ayo. Okay, so just like you listen to me, I want you to listen to your Sunday school teachers that will be taking you from place to place. It is very important that you stay with your group. That means no running ahead, no running down halls. Actually, we should probably just ixnay the running A all together until we are through and you are back with your parents and they let you run. The second thing is we do not eat candy while we trick or treat. Why is that? Why? You gotta speak louder. You could run into things. Yes, you could get distracted and all of a sudden trip over yourself. Why else? What's the most important reason you think? You don't get full from eating more? You have to wear your mask. We are going from room to room. We're going to be outdoors, indoors, all over the place. I need us to keep our masks on, not only for our protection, but also for our generous adults who are taking their time to hand out candy to you guys. And we want to be as sweet to these people as possible. After you receive a piece of candy, what is your immediate response? Thank you. Absolutely. Okay, so our first group is going to be our pre-K, 5K group. And Miss Becky Barnhill and Chelsea Sinetko, would y'all come stand up here? You don't have a bag?